One of the most anticipated horror games of 2017 is The Evil Within 2, but is the evil in this one truly exquisite, or what's within not worth playing? Evil Within 2 is a third-person survival horror game where you take the role of Sebastian, the same main character of the original Evil Within, this time trying to focus on saving your daughter from inside the weird, crazy virtual reality world that is STEM. Evil Within 2 is very much like the original Evil Within. There's a lot of stealth, you'll have to choose your upgrades wisely, and there's not a whole lot of supplies to aid you throughout the journey. The game is chapter-based, and for the most part is relatively linear, though there are some moments where the game opens up into a more open-world experience, similar to Silent Hill Downpour, where you'll be able to accomplish a couple of side missions in order to gain a few bonus items. Sometimes these are actually crucial in order to get certain weapons, so you'll be able to have a better chance of getting through the rest of the game. A large part of whether or not you're going to survive the game is with its upgrade system. You're able to find green gel that can upgrade your character in stats such as health or stamina, as well as being able to find gears that will upgrade your weaponry, such as firepower or the amount of ammo it's able to load. Upgrading your weapon, though, isn't a guarantee for success. You'll have to manage your ammo, since there isn't a whole lot that you'll be able to get, though you do find gunpowder that you can then craft into various ammo types, like handgun or shotgun. Control of your character as well as combat works pretty well, though if you weren't a fan of it in the original, you're not going to like it here. It's still a very heavy emphasis on things like melee combat not really being that effective, and being much more about stealth and using your ammo wisely than trying to run through and attack enemies quickly. But I will also say, like the original, with the upgrades, the farther you make it into the game, the more enjoyable the combat becomes, though I found Evil Within 2 to be much easier as far as combat was concerned compared to the original. The game does feature multiple difficulties, and for veterans that enjoyed survival or nightmare difficulty in the original, I recommend starting on the highest setting because you'll probably end up getting the most fun out of it. The game does have a few bright moments here and there. There are a couple of scenes that end up really standing out, as well as a couple of the monster designs, though a lot of the monsters throughout the game just felt a little bit lazy in the design department. There are some unlockables for the game once you end up completing it, as well as a new game plus for you to jump back in and try on a harder difficulty with some of the stuff you earned during your first playthrough. A big part of what personally brought down Evil Within 1 for me was with the story, and it's pretty much the same thing here. A lot of the dialogue between the characters as well as the overall plot is just okay. It has a lot of things going on in it, and none of which ended up really truly gripping me. Even the whole father-daughter dynamic that I absolutely adore in my favorite game ever, The Last of Us, failed to capture me with this title. From the technical side of things, the game didn't crash on me, but it did slow down a lot, and at a lot of key moments. In fact, and sometimes it would end up freezing up during battles and end up causing me to get hit because of it. Just completely unacceptable for this game to slow down as much as it does. The Evil Within 2 is available now on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC for $59.99. It does have a Platinum Trophy on the PS4. Overall, while I'm not as disappointed as I was with the original Evil Within, going into Evil Within 2, I really didn't have a whole lot of expectations. The game still borrows a lot of elements from other horror games, and a lot of the stuff I didn't really like all that much in the original Evil Within ended up carrying over to the sequel. I also feel like the story ends up falling apart even more here and was just very lackluster, cliche, and at its best was just mediocre. With everything said, though, those who enjoyed the original Evil Within are going to enjoy this one. For those who weren't quite a fan, this one isn't going to win you over. I still feel the characters and storyline are lackluster, cliche, and at times just an absolute bore, and the same goes for a large majority of the monsters and creatures you battle throughout the game. There are some enjoyable boss fights, but it even reuses some elements from the original, so it doesn't even stand out in that regard. There just isn't a ton about Evil Within 2 that's really that memorable, at least for me. So, as much as it pains me to truly want a great new horror video game, I'm going to be giving The Evil Within 2 a 6 out of 10. But anyway guys, that's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course I hope you enjoyed.